Hey guys, Ice15 here back with another video this time, and we're here with our AEW Wrestledream 2025 pay-per-view predictions. And yeah, I'm finally getting this up. I meant to get this up yesterday, I fell asleep, and I just got distracted, and I also fell asleep. So yeah, like I said, we're finally getting this done. And as far as this, this thing, I was trying to get like everyone. I was actually thinking of getting both of the Young Bucks and Jurassic Express, but I just couldn't fit everyone in. And just trying to get these two in is just kind of like just iffy and everything. And yeah, and I don't know. Darby's kind of leaning over a bit. He's not like falling over, but at the same time, he's just leaning forward and just kind of like trying to make sure everyone's just in frame, so it's not them getting cut off. And I still feel like Okada's getting cut out by Moxley trying to, because I got him, Moxley's flipping off the camera and everything, but you kind of get the point. But yeah, like I said, I was just only able to put so many people. I can only be able to put so many people in without having. You can still see it again. And again, you can see my issue right there. There, but as far as the match card goes, there's only like 9 matches on the main show and four on the pre-show. We got FTR on the pre-show was against Jess Speed. We got Hook and Kingston Hook making their tag team debut against the unnamed opponents. Harley Cameron and Will Nightingale against Divine Vanity, and then Roderick Strong the Conglomeration against the Death Riders. And as far as real quick, my predictions for the pre-show: FTR, Kingston Hook, Divine Vanity, and then the Death Riders. Maybe Roderick Strong the Conglomeration, but most of the Death Riders. But yeah, it's just weird having the FTR the pre-show. That's all I'm going to say for now. But as far as the 9 matches, like I've pretty much got most of the guys here, but again, there's only a few missing. I don't have Casno, I don't have Bandino because he doesn't have a figure out yet. Still thinking of making a custom. I'm trying to think who else I'm thinking of. Also, I don't have any figures for the TNT Championship match with Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe because I don't have Mark Briscoe's figure yet, and Kyle Fletcher I'm thinking of getting a custom done next month. But and then obviously Jamie Heron's Kekla. I also don't have the figures for those because don't have Jamie Hayter and obviously Tekla doesn't have a figure yet. But we don't even know if she's gonna ever get a figure with the stuff going on with Jazz Wears. But yeah, I'm only going on 3 minutes for this intro thing. Let's just get right into the first match on the card. So going with the first match that might start the show, but again, it's kind of like a gamble. What I'm predicting what could be the first match. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm not, and you kind of get the point. And AEW is very unpredictable what could be the first match. So the first match we're going over is the kind of like big money match. Literally, another one of the big money matches. The winner receives $500,000. We got Jurassic Express, the new and improved one in some cases, against the Young Bucks. Again, it's weird that Jack Perry and technically it's Jack Perry, not Jungle Boy, but you kind of get Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. Honestly, I don't know if he's gonna go back to the Jungle Boy because he's obviously just went more Jack Perry. But I don't even think he's put on like his old gear. He just has like the pants and everything, and everything. But yeah, I'm very looking forward to this match and these two going at it again. These two teams going at it again. Do I think maybe Luchasaurus might turn against Jack Perry again? No. I highly doubt they're going to go all that trouble with just putting this team back together to like do it. But as far as I think is going to win, I'm putting my on Jurassic Express. Young Bucks, I think this is going to continue down the road to their bad luck and everything. And another reason why this is a bit one of the big money matches because they gambled lost their money in gambling. But yeah, that's enough of this match. Again, Jurassic Express for my pick. If Young Bucks win, I'll be okay with it, but let's move on. Next up, we got the Tornado Trios match with the Hurt Syndicate against the, forget, the Man, I think? What is their call? Yeah, the Demand. Ricochet's group. Again, you also know, Hurt Syndicate with MVP, Sheldon Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and then the Man with, Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Kuan and Toa Leona. You kind of got the point. It's kind of like a rematch from the two first matches, and if I remember correctly, maybe it's the Demand won, but maybe the Heart Syndicate won the second time, and then the Demand. I know that the Demand won at All Out. This match is gonna be crazy because it's tornado. It's trios match, so again, it's gonna be also another disqualification. Just these guys going at all the rain weapons galore, all this stuff. You kind of get the point there. Normal tornado, style tag match and everything, but you kind of get the point there. Who I think is going to win? I'm mostly leaning on Heart Syndicate. I'm just going to say it now. Heart Syndicate, I'm going to pick, but on another but I can also see maybe the Demand winning, but honestly, they only got the upper hand because of the sneaky tactics and everything. But obviously, this has no rules and everything. But yeah, Heart Syndicate for the win. Like I said, let's just move it along because we got like a lot of matches to go over. So now going to one of our first matches, we don't have any figures for, which you just have a picture of it. And I'm just going to get right into it. It's obviously for the TNT Championship. We got Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe 5. The fifth time these two are going at. Like the last time when these two were going at was during the Continental Classic, and that match was awesome. Again, honestly, all their matches have been awesome. So again, we got the fifth time, and this time it's for the TNT Championship. And sorry for the weird thing in the background. The thing in the background, I got like a Twitch stream going on, but I meant to turn that down. But yeah, as far as this match goes, I'm very excited for this match. Again, Kyle Fletcher has been just one of the best, probably one of my favorite heels right now, and then Mark Briscoe is still fun to watch. I'm just gonna say. But as far as I think is gonna win this match, I can go either way. I think I kind of want Mark Briscoe to win to finally get his first championship in AEW. But I'm more thinking that Kyle Fletcher is not gonna drop the championship. But again, it could be a possibility. But I think that's kind of like the two things. Honestly, either way, if either one wins, I think I'll be okay with it. But I think I'm mostly gonna pick my main pick's gonna be Mark Briscoe, but I'm thinking it's gonna be Kyle Fletcher retaining. It's just either way, I'm okay with it. But let's just move on to the next match. So the next match is a open challenge from Mercedes Moné, and she's gonna be having a winner take all match between for the TBS Championship and whatever title that champion, whoever that'll be. And yeah, she's been like on a tear lately. I think she has like either 10 belts, maybe 9 belts. The last time I checked, she had 9 belts. She may have gotten 10 belts now. But basically, I'm guessing she set out an open challenge. I've been a little bit distant from AEW for a few weeks because I've been mostly focused on the one Chicago shows are back on, so that's kind of another big issue I've been having lately. But watching AEW, it's just been hard to just decide between which one is which, but yeah, I honestly can't even predict this match because it's just this is an open challenge, so we won't figure out who the opponent is until the match happens. So it could be anyone. We haven't seen Hikaru Shida in a while, which everyone's predicting that. But I don't know if she's won a championship outside of AEW lately. I am just kind of wondering about that. But it could possibly be, and she might have a championship from a company outside of AEW, like I said. But like I said, I don't know who else could be, and I'm just gonna say Mercedes Moné for the win, even though that's really not what I want. I don't want to beat Ultimate Dragon's record, and honestly, I don't want to see her with more belts because it's just very annoying. But I don't know. Or like I said, mostly it's gonna be Mercedes Moné, but I'm also gonna say the opponent who it will be. But who knows who will be it. But I'm just going to say Mercedes Moné. Let's just move on now. So the next match, we do have the for the World Tag Team Championships with Brodino, again, Brody King and Bandino against Don Callis' families. Kanosuke Takeshita, which he's now now the new IWGP World Championship champion, and then obviously the Unified Champion. Like I said, and yeah, I still need to get a Unified Championship. And that's why, like I said, just kind of one of those things I really need to do. And yeah, I don't have the renders for Takeshita and Bandito. I don't feel like doing it right now, so I'm just sticking with these two. Yeah, I still need to get Takeshita, especially now he's the IWGP World Champion. And honestly, I just need to get a Bandito custom made. I've been wanting to get him for a while since he is the Ring of Honor World Champion. But yeah, again, the Don Callis film has been going after a lot these two, and mostly Bandino. Again, it's just been going on a tear lately. They've been trying to get like more championships under their weight. They already got the Unified Championship, the TNT Championship, and now the IWGP World Championship. And then Callis even has like almost half the roster on under his payroll. But yeah, as far as I think it's going to win, I can see this going their way, but I think the dissension between Okada and Takeshita is just kind of like muddying the waters for the chances of the Don Callis family. They've been going at each other's throats for months from now. Even when they were in the three-way match for the Unified Championship. So I'm mostly gonna say Brodino's gonna win, but I also want my Don Callis family win. Maybe they might finally just work together and everything. But yeah, I'm also saying Brodino just retain, like I said, and but again, like I said, if Don Callis family wins, I'm kind of okay with it. But if they lose, it's gonna set up the rivalry between a feud with Okada and Takeshita, which I honestly won't mind that. Okay, now getting to our last match that we don't have figures of either because even though they have a Jamie Hayter figure and I still haven't picked it up yet. But yeah, we got Jamie Hayter versus Tekla. I might be saying her name wrong, but it's just very hard to say, honestly. But I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I am really, 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 really not looking forward to this match. I'm really not. It's just I feel like this is just a random match because I don't even know. I don't know if it's just to get Jamie Hayter back on the map or it's just something just filling a spot. Which honestly, this match should have been the pre-show, and we should have gotten maybe FTR on the main show against Jet Speed. Honestly, it's just I feel weird. It just feels weird not having FTR on the main show and just on the pre-show. I think it'll happen once at least, but I can't remember on the top of my head. So, but as far as thinking is gonna win this match, honestly, it's just gonna be Jamie Hayter. I don't even care. It's just this match I'm not very excited for, and I really care less. So, yeah, Jamie Hayter, and let's move on to more. So now going over to the next match, which is the women's championship match that I actually care about, and that is going to be the women's world championship match with Chris Stanley defending against the former champ and from Tony Storm. And yeah, I didn't put the runner this time. I just put this my little kind of I don't know podium thing. I still need to track down the Festival of Friendships so I can actually have an actual like table podium thing, and then just this. It doesn't work. It only works half the time, but I don't know. You get the reason why I just have this because I don't have the figure. I'm planning, and I'm probably gonna get the figure a little bit later on if the new figure comes. That was revealed at Comic-Con is coming later on, or just get the one that's currently out, or just the only one that's the only other one that's out. But you kind of get the point there. I don't want to go as much along with this stuff. But as far as this match goes, so yeah, this is a rematch for Toni Storm from after she lost the championship in the four-way match back at All Out. Obviously, this time it's 1-1. And again, match is gonna be ballsy. Again, you got Toni Storm, and she's always gonna be ballsy in the ring. And again, Chris Stanley's pretty good also. And yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be a pretty good match. Now, as far as I think is gonna win, I'm mostly leaning on Chris Stanley to retain. As much as I like Toni Storm. I don't think she's gonna just get the championship back and then play hot potato with this thing like with Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair back a long time ago. But I wouldn't mind her winning, but I'm mostly gonna pick Chris Stanley. And now let's get on to our last two matches, our two last matches of this card. So now going on into our our last two matches on the card, and pretty much the two we'll call main events, which again, I don't know if this is going to be the main event or it's going to be the AEW World Championship match. I'm more leaning on maybe the AEW World Championship match, but it could be. But we have the I Quit match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley. This rivalry has been going on for basically a long while. Again, Darby finally returning and setting his sights on Jon Moxley. Obviously, the first match they had was against each other was the coffin match. I'm pretty sure. Well, there was that and also the Lights Out Steel Cage match back at Forbidden Door, but that was more of a 5-on-5 thing. And this is kind of like more 1-1 just with these two. But yeah, I Quit match. This is gonna be a barn burner. You're gonna get everything, including the Crescent Sink, and probably gonna be very brutal. Both of them are gonna be bloody and beaten and everything. And who knows how far this is gonna go until I say I quit. But yeah, as far as things that's gonna win this match, I'm more leaning on maybe Darby. But again, I can probably see. But I'm thinking, I don't know if Jon Moxley is actually gonna say I quit. It's just one of these things where I can see it going either way. But I'm mostly thinking it's Darby. I think no one's gonna get. The Death Riders are probably gonna get involved, but maybe Darby has something up his sleeve, and he might actually take everyone out. But yeah, I think I'm more leaning on Darby, but if Jon Moxley wins, I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, now let's get on with our main events. And now again, finally get on to main events. Just trying to fix that for a little bit. And of course it's just gonna shine. This is why I need to get actual lighting. But we do have the AEW World Championship match, the men's, but I'm just gonna call it just the World Championship because again, we already know who we're talking about. We already know which one we're talking about. We got Eminem Page defending in his championship against Samoa Joe, and yeah, this kind of like came out of nowhere. I honestly thought maybe it could be just another match with the Don Callis involved, but honestly, this is kind of like came out of nowhere. Samoa Joe just basically, I think it's just time to finally get the championship back that he lost, and he's kind of turned heel again in some cases, even though he's just kind of like his anger got the better of him. Is just a bunch of anger and stuff, and kind of like drifting away from his focus from on the Death Riders and everything. Now going back to what the championship, which I honestly don't mind that. But yeah, going in this match, I'm going to see a lot of spots, a lot of crazy stuff, just hard-hitting action between both of these two. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty good match. As far as I think it's going to win, I'm mostly just going to say him and that Page is going to retain. He's going to keep the championship for a while until someone steps up to the plate. Maybe Will Ospreay when he returns. But like I said, and Samoa Joe I honestly don't even mind Samoa Joe as champion, but I just don't expect him to win it because he already has the Trios Championship. Again, Heyman and Page for my pick for tonight, and that is pretty much it for our predictions of AEW Wrestledream 2025. And yeah, I just wanted to get this out before the show. Hopefully, I don't have any issues with any render fails or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here because I need to do a few things before the pre-show starts, and I also need to decide what I'm gonna get from McDonald's. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Remember to like, video, comment down below what you guys think of this video. Do you still like these predictions and the reviews for wrestling pay-per-views? I've been a little bit lacking with the AEW pay-per-view reviews. I still have a whole lot of backlog stuff I need to get done. I need to get that done soon, so I don't keep building up the backlog. Subscribe, tap the bell, more videos coming soon. I mean it. I got some stuff that I want to do before Wrestledream starts. Inside of the team, going there, kicking out of here.